Most people are wrong most of the time. That said, you are probably wrong most of the time. That said, I am probably wrong most of the time. Our assumptions are just based on limited information, very limited information. We only see not only one side of the story, we only see just one fragment of the actual side of the story. It's just 0.1001% side of the story. That's about that. We are wrong most of the time, and maybe even in this video I am wrong about this, because I understand that my brain does not have time to think about calculated decisions, calculated opinions. I have to research for every single video 5 hours a day, and I don't have time for that. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna accept that I'm gonna be wrong most of the time, and I'm gonna be living with that. I'm gonna live with that. Okay, it's fine. If somebody corrects me, I'm not mad. Why would I be mad? I don't care about who's right. I care about what's right. So let's talk about this, because it's the greater good. It's not, oh, I am right, you are right. It doesn't matter. That's like your ego protecting you. So let's talk about multiple things. Let's say about the ego. Why the ego protects you? Because if you are wrong, you risk being exiled, being kicked out of the tribe. Like, at least that's how our brain thinks, because our brain has not evolved. Our brain still thinks that we live in 100 people tribe like 10,000 years ago, and it still thinks like if somebody is wrong, you're gonna get kicked out of the tribe. And the ego is there to protect that image of yourself, that you are a valuable human being, valuable part of society. So that's why the ego protects that image of yourself, that image that you have about yourself, that image that you created about yourself. So you up the chances of your own survival in society, or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a professional. But another point here that I want to make is that we are lazy. Our brain is like, you know what, dude, you gotta eat, you gotta survive, you gotta do your job, you gotta pay bills. Are we really going to be thinking about all the opinions, and we're going to be researching everything and all the sides of the story, and not only all the sides of the story, but we're going to debate with the opposite side and all? No, our brain is lazy. Our brain is literally a filter. It's a filter, and it doesn't have time to filter everything. So it just filters the important stuff. It ignores everything. And it makes up opinions because it's making up opinions and making up conclusions and assumptions as soon as possible. It's actually proves to be a very valuable survival tactic. If you hear something in the bush, it's very actually good. It's very good for you to assume that it might be a tiger, because if it's a tiger, you just saved your own life. If it's not, well, you assumed, you were wrong. And most of the time, of course, if something like does that sound in the bush, you're gonna be like, oh, it might be a tiger, and you're gonna move away. Of course, most of the time you're gonna be wrong, but most of the time you're gonna also basically, but that one time where you actually might be right and you still move from there, you saved your own life. So that's why we make very fast conclusions, very fast assumptions. So it's very beneficial to our own survival to jump to conclusions as soon as possible, so that we can save our own lives. It's a survival tactic. It's not a fail-proof survival tactic, because it shows up in different areas of our lives where we jump to conclusions about literally anything, and it's something that's not even survival, a threat to our survival. So yeah, it is what it is, man.